Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Oswego Dynasty as we will be taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores here in Oswego, New York on a non-rainy game for the first time in a long time. Now, we're trying to come back after a big blowout that we faced last week against Tier 4 foe New Mexico, after our offense stalled out in that second half and was unable to really get anything going in that game. Now, we will be facing off against a team that is going to be better than that New Mexico team that we faced last week. This is one of the teams that is projected to finish near the top of the Tier 4 independence and move forward into battling for promotion to Tier 3. So we are going to be facing off against a very difficult team that knows how to win games and have been very consistent on winning games year after year, but are unable to reach that mountain of promotion. Now, I know we talked about last week that we are thinking about moving Bubba Johnson into positions that are going to be more favorable to him and his speed. So we are going to make some of those adjustments here in the formation subs and move him into more advantageous areas of the field to really utilize his strengths. Hopefully that makes a big difference on the defensive side of the ball, as that has been a very big point of emphasis for our team, is trying to make sure that we are able to stop the ball. Our offense is going to run the time, but we need a defense that is able to stop the other team if we are to move forward and win some games in this dynasty. Let's see what we can do against the Commodores. So Vanderbilt, they won the toss and have elected to defer to the second half, and we will start this game off with Thomas Mayo taking the return and taking this one out to about the 25-yard line from his own goal line with a flag on the play, which will only bring it back further as we are going to start from our own 12-yard line. So now we got Dan Villari in the backfield. We're going to start this game off with a pass, trying to trick the defense, and it's not going to work. Ooh, Gachu. Wow, what a last name. That is a last name, but Vanderbilt is going to intercept that one. And they will take that one back. First play of the game, and we are throwing an interception from Dan Villari. He tosses it up, and the receiver is outplayed by the Vanderbilt cornerback. Now we need a defensive stop here, and that's a good start as Gillespie is going to be tackled by Patrick Anderson, as that is going to be a 0-yard gain. Now we've got Seals. He's going to be met in the backfield, and that's going to be a sack. That's going to be Patrick Anderson again getting into the backfield and is going to force a third and forever. That is what we needed after throwing an interception on the first play of the game. Ken Seals, he's back to pass. He'll find his tight end, and that is going to be called short. Logan Kyle is unable to reach that ball across the first down yard line, and the Blizzard are going to get a stop. And now the field goal's up, and that one's going to go through as Vanderbilt starts the game off with a 3-0 lead after the Dan Villari interception. Thomas Mayo, he's going to take this one from the goal line again, and he is going to bring that one out to just about that 25-yard line, just like the first one. This time, that one looked a little better than the last kick. Dan Villari is going to keep this one on the triple option play, and he'll pick up 9 yards on the first rush of the game, and that will go to him. Second down and 1 now for Oswego. Marcus Seals is going to go in motion, and Calvin Wyatt is going to receive that handoff up the middle, and that will be a first down run from Calvin Wyatt. Dan Villari is going to hand this one off to Marcus Seals up the middle, and he'll pick up a good amount of yards on that one on first down. That's going to be a 7-yard pickup for Marcus Seals. He is our #1 running back for a reason. Don Bird is going to receive the handoff, and he had some space and is just going to be brought down, but not before picking up the first down and that 5-yard rush from him. Dan Villari back to pass. He's going to find a wide open Thomas Mayo, and he'll take that one for a first down as we've got a drive going. Thomas Mayo with that 11-yard pickup. Dan Villari, he's got everybody in the backfield with him. Handing that one off to Marcus Seals, and the corner is going to read it on that second down play, and that will be a tackle for a loss on the play. 3rd down and 13. Marcus Seals is going to go in motion. Dan Villari back to pass. He's got some time. He'll toss that one out to Cortez Jaquez, and that's going to be caught. That's going to be a first down for Oswego as we are approaching the red zone. Marcus Seals is going to receive the handoff. He'll come up just short of the red zone, picking up 3 yards on the handoff. Up the middle. 3rd down and 9 here. Marcelo Mobley, he'll be in the backfield. Don Bird's going to go in motion, and Marcus Seals is just going to center up for the field goal, and that will be 4th down. So now we got David Parham. He'll kick this one, and it's going to come up short. It's going to be a short field goal, and this game will still be 3-0 after the field goal is going to be just under that goalpost. If you give him another 2 yards, that probably goes in. But unfortunately, that is going to give Vanderbilt the ball, and Gillespie is going to receive that first handoff. 3rd down and 4 here for Vanderbilt, and this will only push them further back as they get a false start. So we will be looking at a 3rd down and 9. Very good opportunity for this Blizzard defense to try and make a stop. We're going to send 4 on this one. He's got all the time, and Skinner's going to break off from the first tackle, and he's going to fight for that first down. What a good opportunity for us to stop him short, but Quincy Skinner is going to make a play and pick up that first down. Ken Seals, he'll be back to pass on this one, and he'll find his tight end again, Logan Kyle, as he picks up 12 yards on that play. 1st down and 10 here for Vanderbilt. Ken Seals is going to hand that ball off and is going to be met in the backfield. That's going to be a tackle for a loss. Dwight Vandermeulen being in the backfield again. He'll get that 3-yard tackle for a loss. 2nd quarter now, as Gillespie is going to find some open space on the screen pass, and he's going to take this one all the way to the end zone. That's a touchdown for Vanderbilt. 44-yard screen pass, as Vanderbilt will now take a 10-0 lead early in this 2nd quarter. Dan Villari, he's going to keep this one and finally pitch it out to Don Bird, and that is going to be a 3-yard pickup after all that work. 3rd down and 4 now for Oswego. Don Bird's going in motion. They'll pitch it out to him, and he's met at the line. He couldn't find his way through the blockers. He's going to come up just short on 4th down and 1. We're going to go for it. Marcelo Mobley in the backfield. Marcus Seals going in motion. Calvin Wyatt is going to fight for that first down, and he'll get it. 2-yard pickup from him as the drive continues. Dan Villari now back in the game. He'll fake that handoff, and that's going to go out of bounds off of the back foot throw. That'll bring up 2nd down. We now are at 3rd down and 14. Dan Villari, he's going to throw this one out to Devin Fontaine, the wide receiver playing tight end. He'll pick up the first down on that 3rd down play. 17-yard pickup from him. Dan Villari, he'll toss that one out to Don Bird. He'll make a move, and he'll go and pick up a first down. 14-yard pickup from Don Bird. We love having Don Bird here on the team. The JUCO junior new to the team. Don Bird, he'll receive that handoff again, and he's going to take a hit, and he'll fumble the ball. Wesley's going to be the one to pick it up for Vanderbilt, and now after a promising drive on the 2nd one in a row will be another turnover for the Blizzards as Don Bird puts the ball on the ground and Vanderbilt is able to pick it up, and they will start this drive to try and increase their lead. Ken Seals is gonna find some wide open space as the coverage is good, but Ken Seals is able to find the space, and he'll take that one to the midfield. Ken Seals is going to hand that one out to Gillespie, and he'll pick up 2 yards on that inside handoff. The run game has not been very good for Vanderbilt so far. That is what we do like to see from this Oswego team. That's one of our weaknesses on this team, and we are shutting it down other than Ken Seals on those plays. 3rd down and 7 after 2 unsuccessful run plays. We're going to be sending the blitz here, and then we're going to bring Ken Seals down for the sack. That's a sack for 5 yards. Shane Butler, our new JUCO sophomore, is going to get into the backfield. That'll force a Vanderbilt punt. First one of the year. We're going to be trying to send it to the house. 4th down and 13, and this is going to be a very good punt, and it's going to just stay in bounds, not a touchback, and we'll start deep in our own territory at the 6. We'll send Don Bird in motion. Marcelo Mobley at quarterback. He'll hand that ball off to Calvin Wyatt. He'll pick up 2 yards on that first down play in the shadow of our own goalpost. 2nd down and 8. Don Bird in motion again. They'll pitch it out to him as he breaks free for a 5-yard pickup, and it is now 3rd down and 3. Hoping to get a first down off of this. 2 minutes to go in the half. Dan Villari faking that handoff to him, and Chad Miller is going to pick up that first down after the 3rd down and 3. Jump ahead. 2nd down and 8. We're going to pitch this one out to Marcus Seals, and he's going to be met by Russell and will now fumble the ball. Bad decision from Dan Villari. As we said last week, he is not a option quarterback, and that is again another mistake from him at the worst time. Vanderbilt will start with a minute left in the half, and we'll get to 1st and goal with the ball at the 1 with a chance to go up 17-0 at the half. Moore is going to go in motion. Seals is going to fake the handoff, and Spence is going to be wide open in the end zone. That will be a touchdown for Vanderbilt as they take a 17-0 lead. 1 minute to go. Vanderbilt with 2 timeouts. We got Marcus Seals. He's got some wide open space, and he'll take this one out of bounds to the 50-yard line. Very good run from Marcus Seals on the play. His longest of the day, as he has been shut down fairly well by this Vanderbilt defense. That is a great run from him. Ball at midfield. 1 minute to go. Marcus Seals getting a handoff again, and should be getting an extra 15 on that run, but is not going to pick that flag as it is now 2nd down and 7. 20 seconds to go. Dan Villari is going to have no time. That's going to be a sack. We'll use a timeout as we've got the ball moving down the field. 20 seconds to go in the half. Marcelo Mobley, he's in the backfield. He'll pitch this one out to Calvin Wyatt. That's going nowhere. That's going to be a 0-yard pickup from him. And now Vanderbilt will call timeout to try and get a return off of this punt. Need a good punt here if we're going to end this half 17-0. And that ball's just going to go out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. And that is how the half will end, with Vanderbilt up 17-0. But what should be a 10-0 game after very poor decision from Dan Villari to pitch that ball and give Vanderbilt the ball deep into our own territory, giving them a 2-play touchdown to give them a 17-0 lead. This team has done a decently good job so far in this game, I would say. We've made a bunch of mistakes. We've had a lot of turnovers. We had Don Bird fumble the ball. We've had Dan Villari with 2 turnovers, a fumble, and an interception. We've missed a field goal. Other than that, we've really played decently well, especially on the defensive side of the ball, only allowing them to get 10 points. We've gotten 2 stops, 1 a field goal, 1 a punt. That's pretty dang good. If we can just get those turnovers away, then I think that we would do pretty decently well. We need our offense to do something in this game. We can't afford to do what we did against New Mexico and just blow this second half wide open. We need some offense, and we need it to stay in this game. Vanderbilt is going to receive the second half kickoff, and now Kyle was going to take this one 32 yards, and they will start this second half. Vanderbilt is going to be back. Ken Seals, he's going to run out of a little bit of time there, and that's going to be a sack. He'll lose 2 on that one. Steven Burks getting in the backfield. He'll make the play. Ken Seals will now hand this one off to Gillespie, and he's going to find just a little bit of space. That should have been a shorter gain, but he is able to manage 11 yards on that pickup. Gillespie is going to be tackled for a loss. That's going to be another stop, the third one of the day from this defense. Thomas Owens getting into the backfield. That's a great play. Now Vanderbilt will punt the ball to Cortez Jacquez, and now he has a chance to make something happen here. He'll get a good block. He's going to find some space, unable to outrun the coverage on that one, and is going to pick up a good pickup. Marcus Seals is going to receive this handoff, and he's going to find some space. He could take this one to the house, and he's going to. Nobody's going to catch him. That's a touchdown for the Blizzard. What a play from Marcus Seals, but an even better play from Don Bird, who brings that play into what it could have been. Big block from him on the edge, and then going and making another one to open the space for Marcus Seals. That's going to be 59 yards from him. We are in this game. 17-7 for Oswego. First down play from Ken Seals is going to be a pass to Will Shepard. He'll pick up 9 yards on his first catch of the day. Ken Seals, he's got 2 running backs in the backfield, and he will hand that one off to Gillespie, and that's going nowhere, but that is still going to be a first down after the 4-yard pickup. First down and 10 here for Ken Seals. He'll hand that one off to Gillespie, and that's going to be a tackle open in the open field. Very big play. That will only be a 1-yard pickup. Second down and 9. Gillespie's going to keep this one, and he's going to fight for 7 yards. That is a good work from him. Bubba Johnson not able to bring him down early, and it is now 3rd down and 2. Gillespie moving in motion. He'll go out wide. No time there. And Ken Seals is going to be sacked. Patrick Anderson again in the backfield. Vanderbilt is forced to punt for the third time in this game. Second time in the second half. What a stop from the Blizzard on these last drives. Second down and 7 now here for the Blizzards. They're just going to get that screen pass off. That's going to be Calvin Wyatt. He's going nowhere on that screenplay. Third down and 8 here. Marcelo Mobley is the quarterback. He'll send Don Bird out, and he'll pitch it to him, and he's unable to get the edge. He'll lose 4. That's going to be a punt from Oswego. Vanderbilt will now start this drive in Oswego territory. Ken Seals is going to toss that one out to the tight end, Spence, and he'll break free from the first tackle. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. That's going to be a touchdown for the Commodores as they take a 24-7 lead in 4.5 left in this third quarter. Unable to bring him down is Daniel Schaefer. It is a big-time mismatch on that one for height and size, and he will take that one to the house. Marcelo Mobley now in the backfield on second down and 10. They'll send Bird in motion, and they'll toss that one out to Seals, and he is unable to get a block there on the edge as Tyson Russell brings him down. Third down and 11. Now for the Blizzards, Dan Villari, he'll drop back to pass, and he'll find Cortez Jacquez open up the middle. He'll pick up a good amount. That's 31 yards as we move into Commodore territory. Love having Dan Villari as the quarterback in the backfield. 83 overall quarterback. He's able to make throws and passes. We have confidence when we need to, and the ability to use the pass game with him in the backfield. Dan Villari, he'll fake that handoff to him, and he'll go and pick up 7 on the play, and we'll tack on an extra 15 with a face mask on the play. Alan Wright being credited with that face mask. Dan Villari is going to hand this one off to Don Burden. He's going to find some space. He'll pick up 14 yards and will pick up an injury. We'll have to see what happens, but he will be exiting the game for the remainder of this game. Marcus Seals, he'll receive an inside handoff. He'll bounce off the first tackle, and he'll go and pick up 5 yards on that inside handoff. He's had a good game, especially after the 59-yard touchdown run. Marcus Seals again, he'll receive the handoff. He'll pick up 3 on this one as he is approaching the 100-yard mark for the game. 3rd down and 1. They'll hand that one off to Calvin Wyatt, and that's blown up immediately on the play. Not good blocking. That's going to be a loss of 3, which will force a field goal attempt from David Parham, and he will slide that one through as the game becomes a 24-10 game. 2-possession game late in this game as we approach the 4th quarter. Ken Seals back to pass, and he'll throw that one away on 1st down and 10, and that will be his first incomplete pass on the day. 3rd down and 10 now. Ken Seals, he'll drop back to pass, and he'll find Gillespie wide open. He's got a convoy. Nobody's going to catch him. Our defensive linemen unable to make the play and get out there, being tripped up by the blockers as Gillespie is going to take another screen pass to the end zone. There's always a bugaboo for our team. Draw plays were it last year, and now it looks like screen passes are going to be the issue. We need to try and figure out what we need to do to stop those, as those are huge plays. 3rd down and 13 now for Oswego. Dan Villari, he'll drop back to pass, and he'll find Devin Fontaine, and that's going to be a big hit, forcing the ball out. It is 4th down and long, which will force an Oswego punt. 1st down and 10 for Vanderbilt, right around that midfield mark. Ken Seals, he'll drop back to pass, and he'll find Skinner on that one, and he'll go and pick up the 1st down on that 14-yard slant route. 2nd down and 5 now. Ken Seals, he'll hand that one out to Gillespie, and he's going to try and break the edge and is unable to get it done. That's Thomas Owens there to make the tackle after the 4-yard gain. 3rd down and 1. We're going to bring the house. Ken Seals is going to find Shepard as the blocking held true. He'll pick up 11 yards, but more importantly, that is going to be a 1st down. We need to get some stops. McDonald, he'll move in motion. Ken Seals dropping back to pass. He'll just get that pass off. We sent the house. McDonald is going to take that one to the end zone. I wouldn't want to be facing off a guy as big as him as he approaches the goal line. And that will be a touchdown. Vanderbilt will now take a 38-10 lead. Dan Villari is going to hand that one off to Marcus Seals, and that's going nowhere. We'll lose 2 on the play. 3rd down and 12. Dan Villari is going to pitch that one off to Obi Hopkins, and he's not going to go and pick up the 1st down. That is going to come up short on the play. 4th down and 4. Have a decision to make, and we will be ending up punting this one away, basically waving the white flag on that decision. Gillespie's going nowhere again. The rush defense has been very good. Shane Butler there in the backfield. 3rd down and 4. Ken Seals handed that one off to Gillespie, and he is going to shrug off the first one, and that is going to give him a 15-yard pickup for 1st down. 3rd down and 1. Gillespie is going to just find the hole and is going to go pick up another 1st down. 2 minutes to go in this game. 2nd down and 8. Kyle's going to go in motion. Ken Seals is going to fake the handoff, and we'll find Quincy Skinner wide open in the end zone as he beats Bernard Dawson. And that is going to give Ken Seals the Vanderbilt school record for passing touchdowns in a game, as this game will finish 45-10 as we are unable to get much going in that second half. We had some flashes in this game, but are unable to stop Ken Seals and the Commodores in this second half. Much better effort in this game than we had in the last one. So one thing for sure that we have struggled with so far in this season and in seasons previous is if we are making drives, is getting to that third or fourth first down. That's what we need. This offense is definitely built to go slow and work the field methodically with the option game. So we are needing to get those third and fourth first downs if we're really going to try and keep a drive going. So I think that's something that we will probably need to work on, is trying to figure out what we can do on play 9 or play 10 or play 11 to mix it up and see what we can do. Maybe that includes a little bit more of the passing game. We saw some really good signs from Dan Villari. I mean, this is what he is good at. He's able to throw the ball. He had 9 passes, able to complete 6. That's way better than what we've ever had in the past, is a passing rating, a passer with a completion percentage higher than 50%. I'd take that any day. So that's probably something that we really need to maybe try and implement. He's, like we say the last 2 weeks, he's not much of a passing option quarterback, more of a passing quarterback. So maybe we try and implement a little bit more of the passing game into our offense. I mean, this is a modern style triple option, so implementing a pass, that could work. And having Marcelo Mobley as our speed guy for those plays where we want to pick up more yards, yeah, I think that might work for us. So we are going to test it out in practice and see what we can do in the games. But rushing yards in this game, we did fantastic. Over 200 yards of offense. Really need to work on those turnovers though. That's something that we need to get better at. We can't afford to be doing turnovers as much as we do. So recruiting board here, we are well ahead on John Jameson. He's going to be our 2-star recruit that we have for this year, and we are doing fantastic. Also would love to pick up Jackson Tuttle. That is a speed quarterback. He plays the option in high school. We would love to be able to pick him up. We were number 1 on his list coming into the season, so that will be awesome to be able to pick him up. A lot of the battles are just starting. We're slowly gaining ground on a lot of these guys that we're still recruiting, so we've still got some work to do. But we will talk a little bit about John Jameson, as we are really making some headway. We're gaining 715 on anybody so far. He is an 81 in pass blocking, and he's supposed to be a B in run blocking as well, so he could be really good. 74 with the pass blocking. That was higher than what he was projected to come out with, so I think that we have a good shot. Now, we did decrease a couple of points on a couple guys, took away some players off of our board, and brought our budget down just a little bit. We still need to bring it down a whole point. We don't have a lot of budget, and I really don't want to run out of budget at the end of the season. So we really need to try and figure out a way to bring our budget down. And getting John Jameson is going to be one of those ways that we are going to be bringing our budget down. Would love to pick up John Jameson and add more. Next up for next week is one of our money games. It is going to be Joplin. This is a Tier 1 team that moved up to Tier 1 after their first year. They have an incredible running game and an incredible offensive line that we are going to need to try and slow down. We showed that we can against Vanderbilt, but now we need to show it against one of the elite running backs and elite offensive line. So we will see you next week in Joplin. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe if you are new. And we will see you next week.